Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School Taif, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. As you know that this is Pakistan International School Taif online class for class 9, subject computer science. This is our third 13 lecture or 13 video. And teacher name is Imran Ahmad. Zoom meeting ID, this one is a 332629920 and keep in mind this time to contact with me in this time. As you know that we have already started chapter number 5, which is computer networks. Very important chapter. We have already done the first 10 short question and 3 long question. Now we will move to further proceed. Keep in mind the definition of networks because in each and every question network is exist. So the definition of network is when two or more than two devices are connected to each other in order to share their resources or information is called network. And computer network is definition is when two or more than two computers are connected to each other in order to share their resources. And resources means resources are printer, hard disk, CD-ROM, devices, different devices. If you can share with your computer, this is called the computer network. Feedback of our previous lecture or the previous lecture we have discussed this question, which was describe the types of networks based on the area covered. Over here we have discussed three kinds of computer networks based on area. Number one, local area network, which is represented shortly, or you can write this one is LAN, LAN. Wide area network, you can write this one is WAN. And metropolitan area, this one is MAN. This is the diagram. If you understand this diagram, so this one network exists within a building, so this is called the local area network. Second one was the wide area network. These are the characteristics. Wide area network when two continents or two countries are connected to each other with the leased line, and this one is called the wide area network. And the third one was metropolitan area network. Over here within a city when all computers are connected, so these are called the metropolitan area network. Today our next topic is explain the types of network topologies. Over here, this is not a mathematical topology. You will discuss this one in also mathematics, but over here we will study the topology. Definition of topology: arrangement of devices is called topologies. Arrangement of different things. Over here, the definition you can say that arrangement of different thing is called topology. What is a network topology? Question over here is what is the network topology? So the definition of network, I told you before starting of the lecture, the definition of network is when two or more than two devices are connected to each other in order to share their resources is called network. And the network topology, the physical arrangement of devices in a network is called network topology. Arrangement of devices means watch when you have to create a network or when you are trying to make a network, which things are available or which things you have need to connect two devices. Let's say if you want to connect two computers to each other, there must be you have the cable or a Wi-Fi connection, so you can connect. So over here the cables and computers are the devices. So physical arrangement of devices in a network is called network topology. There are different kinds of topologies. We will discuss the most important four topologies which are exist. Types of network topologies are, there are four types of network topologies. How many? Four types of network topologies. The names of these topologies are: number one, bus topology; second, ring topology; third, star topology; and the last or fourth one is mesh topology. Very, very important question. This one is, this can come into the long question as well as short question. If they give you short question, they give you one topology, either bus, either ring, either star, or either mesh topology. If it is present in the long question, they can give you three or four at least. Now we will discuss over here the bus topology. To understand this topic, you must understand first one, this diagram and this cable. So this cable is called the bus. And over here it is written in your book, it is written bus, but actually this is Ethernet cable. Actually this one is Ethernet cable. So in your book they give you this cable represent a bus, so that's why they call this one is bus topology. Watch over here in this diagram, a bus or Ethernet cable is used. Centralized cable is called the bus or Ethernet cable. At the end of both sides, watch over here, this circle, and over here, this circle. There are two things. This one is called the terminator, or on the left side of the cable, and on the right side of the cable, the two terminators are used, or you can say that these terminator are the observer. These terminator are observer. So another things, so topology one, we use the bus or Ethernet cable, two terminators, and how many computers are over there? There are five. One, two, three, four, and five. Name anyone, start from over here or over here. It's up to you. So I will start from here. It is computer number one, computer two, computer three, computer four, and computer five. So physical arrangement of devices. Over here, how many devices are used? One is bus is used, and two terminators or observers are used, and five computers. So we will arrange this one, these devices to make a computer network with the help of centralized cable, and this centralized cable is called bus. So that's why we call this one is bus topology. Now, how they work, to understand to understand the work of the bus topology, let's say this computer number one wants to transfer the data computer number five. What happened? First of all, watch over here, this send the signal over here. This lease line or bus or Ethernet cable is present at the center. First of all, when he want to transfer the data to any destination. Now over here this one is sender, and over here it is a destination, but it keep the address of the destination. Sender must keep the address of destination, so when he will transfer the data, this data will comes on this lease line or this bus or Ethernet cable. First it will check on this computer, because this computer comes before that one. So it check this computer. If the address is matched, if the address is matched with the sender send the data, so it will accept. If the address is not matched, it transfer back to the bus. So address is not matched because he gives it send the address of this computer, so it will not accept the data. Then this computer back the same data to the bus station. Over here, now another destination is present over here. So again, this computer check the address which sender send the data. So if the address is matched, it will accept the data. If the address is not matched, it will pass to the next destination. So watch over here, then over here it will comes, and now the address is matched with this one. If the address is matched, it will accept the data. If the address is not matched, it will pass through the bit. But over here, because the sender sent the data to that corresponding destination, so he will accept because the address will be matched. Now let's say assume that over here sender want to send the data computer number 6 at early. There are 6 computers over there. Let's assume that at early there are 6 computers over there. Now over here in this diagram there are 5, but early there were 6 computers, and due to some failure we disconnect the computer number 6. Now sender want to send the data computer. Now he don't know this uh, computer 6 is present or not present. So actually in this diagram computer 6 is not present. So what happened when he will send the data? What happened when he will send the data? This computer will send the data. So over here when the data comes on the bus, it will check all the addresses of the destination. Over here it is not matched, over here it is not matched, over here it is not matched, over here it is also not matched. So what happened to that data? Watch now the observer or terminators of this. So I call them these terminators or the observer. So that signals, that data which are moving here and there along with the bus, say they're useless data. So these terminator absorb those signals or those data. So the purpose of terminator is to absorb the signals of that data. Now I hope you will understand the bus topology, which was the arrangement of devices in a network is called bus topology. Over here, how many devices are used? One Ethernet cable, which is called bus, two terminators, which are called observer, and 5 computers are used. So this is called the bus topology. Now we will come to the definition proper. Bus topology, it is a, if you understand this diagram, so now it will be very easy for you. It is a simplest network topology. Simplest means you can also make this kind of network at your home, at your labs, anywhere. When 2 computers are present, you only need a Ethernet cable. It is the simplest network topology. It consists of a single centralized cable known as bus. Centralized cable means this one, centralized cable, central cable known as, so this one is called the bus. Actually this bus, when you want to buy this cable, you don't tell the seller that I need a bus. So you ask him for an Ethernet cable that I want to make the network. All the devices are connected to the bus. Watch over here. With this bus, all the devices, 2 terminator and 5 computers are also connected with this Ethernet cable. A computer sends a message on the bus and receiver computer receive the message. As I told you, the sender send the message and receiver accept the message. While other computers ignore the message. Other computer ignore the message means, I told you, when he will send the data, he will also send the address also to accept the proper destination. Over here, if we send the data to that one, so if the address is matched, it will accept the data, otherwise it pass to this bus cable. While other computers ignore the message. I told you, he want to send the data to this one, this computer ignore, also this computer ignore, and this computer accept. Now this computer is useless because first the this computer comes first before this one. That's why this computer ignore the messages, and also this computer ignore the messages. At the both end of bus terminator, at the both end of bus, at the both end of bus, this one is bus at the both end, one end and another end, terminators is attached to observe the signals. Terminator, one terminator, another terminator. So what is the purpose of this terminator? To observe the signals. So this one is called the advantages. What are the advantages of bus topology? Now Advantages of bus topologies are: number one, lowest cost topology to implement due to short cable length. Watch over here. A single cable is used. If you have this cable, this Ethernet cable, you can connect different computers with this cable. Number two, easy to add new computer. Let's say I want to add a sixth computer with this cable. So I will take the connection from this over here or over here or any point. I can connect any computer. Number three, easy to set up as compared to star or mesh topology. We will discuss the star topology and the mesh topology later. So these are the costly, little bit costly star, and mesh is also much more costly because different cables are used. But the bus topology is very, very easy to implement or set up to make a network connection. Number four, suitable for small networks. Suitable for small network, let's say limited network, you can say that maximum 10 computer you can attach with it. So small network, you can make a small network with the help of this bus or Ethernet cable. So these are the advantages of using bus topology. Advantages of using bus topology. Now, some limitations are also exist, which are: if bus is damaged at any point, the entire network stop working. Let's say this bus is disconnected from over here. I am not talking about the computer, I'm talking about the Ethernet cable. If the Ethernet cable is broken, then what happened? So entire network will be fall down. Entire network will be fell down. So this is the major drawback of the bus network. Second is difficult to detect and fix fault. Difficult to detect and fix fault. Let's say this computer is although connected with this one, but at the same time it is not working. So how does he know that which one is working or not working? So it is very difficult to detect the faults and fix the fault. So this one is called the bus topology. Over here, it is very, very important and very, very easy to revise and remember. So this one was the bus topology. Keep in mind the diagram of bus topology. So in the question, you will also draw this diagram. No need to draw the full picture of computer. You can only draw the block of and write this one is computer. Let's say rectangular block, you will make one, another one rectangular block, another rectangular block, or another. So over here you only show the device or only show the computer are there. So this diagram is very, very important. I hope you will understand this topic. Inshallah, tomorrow we will discuss the next topology, which is ring topology. Till now, take care and Allah Hafiz. And also write this topic in your copies and complete your copies. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Stay blessed.